man, I wish there was some trophy roadmaps for the play-at-home games. There's just nothing online about them, and I don't want to have to research all of them. I just want them all in one single video. I wonder if Josh will make them. I'm out of the game, kid. I don't do trophy guides and trophy roadmaps anymore. We're not about that on this channel anymore. But your trophy roadmaps and guides were so good. They were some of the best on YouTube. There's no other YouTuber as good as you. Well, if you say so, I'll come back for this one last job. Okay, so you've probably clicked on this video because it's titled something about earning a bunch of free trophies. And it's not just clickbait. I'm going to show you how to earn 11 platinum, well actually it's 10 platinum trophies, one of them isn't a platinum trophy, for free. We're going to be looking at all 11 of the play-at-home games that's only been announced up until this point in mid-April 2021. And I'm going to tell you exactly how to get the platinum. We'll do a mini trophy guide for each of them. And some of them are really easy, and some of them are incredibly difficult. Okay, I want to get straight into this one, so let's keep the preamble as short as possible. If you're a new viewer, subscribe. It's free, it helps me, and it makes me feel good, and you can also feel good, so just do it. If you're an existing viewer, make sure you hit that like button. It'd be really awesome if you did, so we can get this video trending. Also, for anyone who's an existing viewer of the channel, I mean, if you're a new viewer, sure as well, but existing viewers, our merch is almost done. The year one merch drop, look at this lovely little hoodie here, is available for one more week if you're watching it now. On the middle of April. If it's any later than that, the merch is gone, so forget about that as well. Okay, so these games are all free for anyone. You don't need PlayStation Plus as long as you're a PlayStation owner, you own a PS4, you can download every single one of these games completely free. Sony are giving away a bunch of games over the next couple of months. Currently, they have announced 11 games, and those are the 11 games we're going to look at today. If more of them are announced in the future, maybe I can convince Josh to come out of retirement and make another trophy video like this. Who knows? Let's see how this one does. If this video gets like 500 likes, then we'll definitely do a follow-up to it if they make more games. Now, so yeah, play at home, bunch of free games. The first one was Ratchet & Clank, so that's the first game we're going to look at here. Ratchet & Clank's a really easy platinum trophy as well. It's got 47 trophies in the trophy list, a platinum, 2 golds, 14 silvers and 30 bronze, about a 2 out of 10 difficulty, so pretty straightforward one, not going to take you a huge amount of time here, 20 hours, and that's probably at the high end of the estimate there as well. 2 playthroughs required, one on normal mode and then one on New Game Plus with sort of upgrading and collecting everything. Essentially just a collectathon and upgrade all your equipment and then play through the game multiple times. There are missable trophies, so be aware of those as you progress through this one. No trophy stacks, and I mean technically there's chapter select, but I've said no just to keep it simplified. Now I did actually make a trophy guide for this a few months back, like I think the middle of last year. So if you're interested in looking at a full guide for this one, I have that on the channel as well. Ratchet & Clank, if you didn't download it before the 31st of March, it's actually gone now. So it's free for everyone who already has downloaded it or added it to their library. But if you're coming into this now and you haven't done that already, you are a little bit out of luck, unfortunately. Next is Subnautica, which is still currently free. This is a slightly more time-consuming and difficult platinum. Now, this guide here that I have for you is how to earn it legit. There is an easier way to earn this one, and we'll talk about that after I've gone through the legit method. So it's a 4 out of 10 difficulty, slightly harder. Only 18 trophies on this trophy list though, so a smaller list in general, but it's going to take you around 50 or so hours. Subnautica, for those who aren't aware, is a survival game, and it's about kind of progressing little incremental amounts every single time. It's not for everybody 100%. It's only going to be for those hardcore survival guys. I actually really enjoyed this one as well, but it's definitely not for everyone. No online trophies, one missable trophy for finding a particular species of fish. We won't go into it, but there is a missable trophy there. No difficulty trophies, only one playthrough is required, no chapter select, and no trophy stacks. Now there is a glitched method where you can earn the platinum trophy in about 3 hours on this one if you use the debug menu, and there's plenty of guides for that online, so we won't talk about it. But yeah, using the debug method, Google debug menu or look on YouTube for debug menu Subnautica Platinum. I'm sure you'll find something. There's stuff on PSN profiles if you really want to get into it. The Witness, this is a fantastic first-person puzzle game that came out a number of years ago, but an absolutely brutal platinum trophy. 14 trophies in this one again, another very lean trophy list, but a superb game. The thing that makes it difficult is one specific trophy. So it's an 8 out of 10, not because of the rest of the game, because you could actually technically use a guide to progress through the entirety of this game, but then there's one trophy at the very end that you can't use a guide for because it's randomized, called the Challenge, which basically puts together everything you've learnt from all the puzzle solving in the game. Now, What makes this more time consuming is that you actually have to play through the game without a guide to get to the point where you can complete that final trophy for the challenge, because if you haven't, you won't have the necessary skills and you won't be able to meet the time requirements to complete it. So as a result of that, it means that you actually can't use a guide, which makes this more time consuming and challenging, because it means you have to solve the puzzles on your own, you have to figure it all out. There's not really any way to cheese the final challenge either, so that 20 hours could be generous, or it could be, understated significantly depending on your skill level. But no online trophies, no missable trophies, no difficulty trophies unless you want to count the challenge, one playthrough, no chapter select, and no stacks. So it's a pretty decent game, but because of one trophy, it's very hard. If that trophy wasn't in the game, I would say this would be a 1 or a 2 out of 10 difficulty, because you could just use a guide and breeze through everything. But superb game. Even if you don't want to go for the platinum, go and play this game because it's just a great game. Astrobot Rescue Mission. This is a 3D mascot platformer, but in PlayStation VR. VR required, I believe, for this game as well. You can't play it without a VR headset. 37 trophies, but it is a superb platformer. It does really change the game in terms of how platformers run, and you guys know I love mascot platformers, and this one here is no exception to that. A 4 out of 10 difficulty, really reasonable trophy list here, 15 hours or so to platinum, and essentially a similar situation to Ratchet & Clank. Just play through the game, collect everything, all of the little guys that you have to collect along the way, and there's nothing really missable or to worry about in here. It's just a nice, fun adventure game that isn't going to be too stressful for you, but you do need PlayStation VR to be able to achieve it. So keep that in mind if you're going to go for this one. Moss, actually a very similar style of game, probably more of a mascot puzzle game, I would say, rather than a platformer. There are platforming elements in this game, but a lot more puzzle solving rather than combat. It's a 39 trophy list on this one. We actually have 2 versions, the North American and the European, so you can get 2 trophy stacks on this game. It's a 3 out of 10 difficulty, and it's going to take you around that 15 to 20 hour mark. Very similar again to Astrobot. No online trophies, but there is a missable trophy, so be aware of that if you're going for the platinum. No difficulty based trophies, and only 1 playthrough is required. Essentially, Moss and Astrobot are very, very similar games. I would say they fit into a very similar camp. Astrobot, in my opinion, is just a little bit more polished and just a little bit better. Next up we have Thumper. This is another PlayStation VR title. 19 trophies on this one, 8 bronze, 1 silver, 9 gold, and 1 platinum. This game is a 7 out of 10 difficulty. It's a very, very difficult platinum trophy to earn this one. The description on the PlayStation Store calls it a horror music game or a horror rhythm game, and it kind of is. You're on the rails as this beetle creature traversing this environment. You have to kind of listen to the rhythm and dodge the debris and things coming at you, moving down the different lanes, left, right, up, down, things like that. So it is a rhythm, I guess a horror rhythm. I don't know where the horror elements come in, but it is a rhythm game. 30 hours or so to platinum, no online trophies, no missables, no difficulty trophies, but it is going to require multiple playthroughs on different modes to earn the platinum trophy, so keep that in mind. And there is a chapter select feature in this game. One of the newest titles that has launched that is on this list is Paperbased. This is a really unique VR title again, so not actually a normal PS4 title, it's VR required, with 22 trophies, 6 bronze, 8 silver, 7 gold, and 1 platinum. This is a 4 out of 10 difficulty that's going to take you about 15 hours to complete, which I've overstated a little bit because I think people understate it in all their guides and things like that. It actually has 2 trophy stacks available in this game as well, so European and North American. There is no chapter select, requires a single playthrough. There are no difficulty trophies and no missable trophies, and there's no online trophies either. A lot of the stuff here is narrative based things or environmental based, so interacting with different things in the environment to set things off. A lot of the trophies though are just earned automatically. A lot of non-missable stuff in this game. Enter the Gungeon. I think the hardest platinum on this entire list out of all of these. Enter the Gungeon being procedural roguelike game, which makes it obviously incredibly difficult. It requires many playthroughs, which is why I've just said lots. It's about an 8 out of 10 difficulty, and it's probably going to take you upwards of 100 hours because of that randomized element and just the general difficulty with this genre of games. I think there's not many roguelites that are very easy platinum trophies. A lot of them are time consuming and difficult because they're designed obviously to have just almost an infinite amount of content in there to continue to keep you engaged with them, and this is no exception. No online or missable trophies, no difficulty trophies, many playthroughs, and 2 trophy stacks. For this one, if you do want to go for it, it's not a bad game. I personally don't really enjoy this genre, so it doesn't do anything for me, but I know a lot of people absolutely love this game. And when I was doing research for this video, I found that there's an Exit the Gungeon, which I didn't even know existed. So, there's that as well. Abzu, which is the only game on this list with no platinum trophy, and it's a real shame this one doesn't wasn't. This is made by ex-developers who worked on PlayStation's Journey. You guys might remember that game, which was superb. This game actually isn't so bad. It's very similar to Journey. It just doesn't have that same heart and soul. It's unusual because it's another deep sea game, which is similar to Subnautica, and it just, yeah, I don't know why this didn't ever play it. It came out at a time, I'm guessing, sort of 2016, when maybe platinum trophies weren't quite as ubiquitous and weren't as common in games. So 12 trophies, 1 gold, 3 silver, and 8 bronze. But the game itself is a short game. It only takes you about, I would say, an hour and a half to 2 hours to finish. I've said 3 hours here for the well, not platinum, but to finish it with 100%. About a 2 out of 10 difficulty, no online, no missables, no difficulty trophies, and only 1 playthrough required. So go ahead and enjoy this one. If you're looking for it, this is a really solid game, by the way. If you're looking for something just to chill out and enjoy and have a good time with a kind of interesting silent narrative, check this one out. Reas Infinite. This was a launch PlayStation VR title that I believe is playable in VR and non-VR as well. It's about a 5 out of 10 difficulty with 20 hours. Again, a rhythm game very similar to Thumper. In fact, I would say they kind of compete in the same space. Very, very similar in terms of premise and how they actually play. No online trophies, no missable trophies. There are difficulty-based trophies for this one, and you do have to play through on each of the different modes in the game to unlock specific trophies for those modes as well. So you will have to play through it multiple times. No chapter select and no trophy stacks for this game. Now, lastly is Horizon Zero Dawn. This game actually comes out the middle of this month. So as of the time of me publishing this video, which is in a couple of days. So I'll be publishing this mid-April. So when this video comes out, this game should be available, or it will be available in a couple of days' time, because I believe it launches on the 15th of April for free. Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition, keep that in mind. This game is fantastic. Third-person open-world game. You're fighting robot dinosaurs, which it doesn't get much better than that. 79 trophies in the Complete Edition, and not all of those are required for the Platinum. Some of them are DLC trophies, but those are all free for everyone who gets the game for free anyway. It's about a 2 or a 3 out of 10 difficulty. I'm saying a 2 because I don't think it's very complicated at all, and you don't have to play through on those harder difficulties until you get onto the DLC. It's going to take you about 60 hours to platinum though, because there's a bunch of narrative stuff in here, and it is an open world game, so there is that traversal element which does increase that time. There are no online trophies in this one. There are no missable trophies in this one either. You can go back and do everything after the game is finished, making it just a really straightforward, simple trophy list from Sony. If you've played the likes of Spider-Man or Ghost of Tsushima, you know what you're in store for here. You can play through on easy. You can do everything after the game. What I would advise for this one is just play the game, enjoy the story, don't look at a trophy list for it, and just have a great time with it, because nothing is missable. Once you get to that end game, use a guide to go and clean up collectibles and various things that you need to do, and you can earn the platinum like that. You don't have to worry about any trophies as you play through it, which is fantastic. Sony have done a great job with that, and I'm a massive advocate for games with no missable trophies like this. So good job there, Sony. If you do want to play to get 100% on it, so not just the platinum, you will have to play through on harder difficulties though for those DLC trophies. There is some other stuff there, but that would require another playthrough, and we'll talk about that another day. That's not for today's video. There you go. That is 11 literally free platinum trophies that you can earn today if you wanted to. Not too bad. There's some good ones on this list, some bad ones on this list, but I want to know from you guys, have you earned any of these platinum trophies? Do you have any additional tips and tricks for any of these platinum trophies? Let the community know in the comment section down below. Did you enjoy this video? If you did, make sure you leave a like. Like I said, if we get 500 likes and then Sony release a bunch of more play-at-home games, I will make another video about it. If this video doesn't get 500 likes, I'll assume you guys hate this video and hate me, and you don't want to see me ever again. Bye.